Welcome back, trainers. We have a lot of events to cover and some top raid counters, so let's jump straight into what to miss and what to catch in our weekly rundown of Pokemon GO for August 4th through the 10th. So Monday the 4th, we'll be bringing over the Sweet Swarm event from the last week. I covered this in last week's video, but the quick of it is, get yourself a shiny female Combi if possible, or just skip it entirely. At 10 a.m. local time, the raid rotation will change to feature Mega Ampharos and Lugia. Mega Ampharos is electric and dragon type, so it does have a unique mega typing, and it is the number 10 electric type raid attacker in the game, and actually the number 40 dragon type, which is actually quite surprising. Ampharos itself doesn't place well in the Go Battle League, but I would definitely say to try to get at least one good one this week if you don't have one. Lugia is just awesome. I mean, let's be honest, you're going to raid this no matter what I say, but honestly, he only sits at number 69 for psychic type attackers and number 35 for flying type. In the Go Battle League, he's number 157 in the Ultra League, but number 36 in the Master League. And here's what I will say, because I absolutely love Lugia. I would use your daily raid passes, but I wouldn't go crazy with your premium raid passes because we have many other better raids coming up this month, and Lugia has been around since 2017, and he will definitely be back again. Now, running from 6 to 7 p.m. local time, we will have the Max Monday, where every power spot will host the featured Pokemon Ammonite. Ammonite is a rock and water type Pokemon, and it does have a rock type fast attack, but it's going to cost you an elite fast TM. So I would for once actually say to skip this Max Monday, other than leaving Pokemon like Latios at power spots to earn candy. Now, before Monday night ends, make sure you claim all of your July Go Pass rewards. I suggest dropping a star piece and then collecting all. This Go Pass ends Tuesday morning at 10 a.m., which is that's when the August Go Pass will take its place. Tuesday the 5th at 1 p.m. Pacific time, the Go Battle League will change to feature the Ultra League, which is for any Pokemon 2500 CP and below, and the Summer Cup Ultra League Edition, which is also for Pokemon 2500 CP and below, but only normal, fire, water, grass, electric, and bug type Pokemon are going to be available for this one. Now, Tuesday night from 6 to 7 p.m., we will have the weekly Spotlight Hour, where there will be an increase in spawns, and every Pokemon in the surrounding area will be the featured Pokemon Swirlix. So just in case you didn't get enough from the event, they give you an opportunity to skip a Spotlight Hour here. Or there is a 2x catch Stardust bonus, which isn't great for Swirlix, but, hopefully you took advantage of some other Stardust bonuses we had in the past few weeks here. But if you do still have some field research tasks stacked up with like Staryu, Fungus, and other Stardust boosted Pokemon, this is going to be a great time to catch those. And then still on Tuesday night around 8 p.m., Pokestop showcases should end, so set an alarm, do your best, check out this quick short if you need some tips on how to win those. Now, Wednesday the 6th, starting at 10 a.m. local time and running to the 12th at 8 p.m., we will have the Cozy Companions event. We will have event bonuses of 2x Hatch XP, 1 extra special trade, bringing us up to 3 because of the Delightful Days seasonal bonus, increased chance to encounter Tandemaus from Party Play challenges, and increase your friendship faster. We have the debut of the Pokemon Snom, and with 400 candies and earning 10 hearts with Snom as your buddy, you can evolve this Pokemon at nighttime to evolve it into Frostmoth. And we're also going to see the shiny debut of Tandemaus, which is pretty cool. Wild encounters will include Abra, Geodude, Carablast, Shelmet, Phantump, and a rare chance of a Alolan Geodude. Those wild encounters are what they are. Nothing crazy to go over. Maybe the Abra for Mega Alakazam. Now, the reason we have the bonus of 2x Hatch XP is because our new Pokemon is locked in eggs, where 7-kilometer eggs will feature Galarian Farfetch'd, Pancham, Charcadet, and our new Pokemon Snom. There's also going to be a timed research giving you 1 lucky egg, encounters with Snom and Tandemaus, and more. There will also be a paid research for $2 giving you 1 lucky egg, 1 star piece, and more encounters with Snom and Tandemaus. I would only buy this ticket if you want that extra Snom encounter. I don't see much other benefit to it. I'm just going to say I'm never a big fan of egg-based events, and even less so of a Pokemon that takes 400 candies to evolve. So is Frostmoth worth getting? So since Frostmoth is a bug and ice-type Pokemon, it is weak to flying and steel, but it is double weak to fire and rock, and it only reduces damage from grass, ground, and ice-type Pokemon. It has a decent array of attacks, but bug type just really isn't used much. And as far as ice type Pokemon go, this is going to pale in comparison to something like Mamoswine, where candy is readily available and it's already a top budget ice type Pokemon. So I would say it's always great to get Dex entries, but don't go crazy. This Pokemon, I'm sure, will be out in the wild at a later date. Now, Wednesday night, running from 6 to 7 p.m., we will have the weekly Raid Hour featuring Lugia. We touched on him earlier, but make sure you check into a Community Ambassador-hosted meetup and complete 2 raids and the other tasks as well, and either do another raid or bank that green raid pass for Zacian and Zamazenta, which are coming back at the end of the month. Saturday and Sunday, the Shadow Legendary Raid will be Shadow Regirock. Again, I covered this in last week's video, so check that out if you want all the breakdown of it. But this Regi does have some relevance as a rock-type attacker, and it sits pretty well in PvP. However, I would save your daily pass for this weekend for the raid day, but I would try to get a good one at some point this month. Now, Saturday the 9th, from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m., we will have Munchlax Hatch Day. We have 2 times Hatch Candy, increased chance of hatching shiny Munchlax, and an increased chance of getting 2-kilometer eggs from Pokestops, which should have the featured Pokemon Munchlax in them. There will be a timed research giving us 1 blue incubator and 5,000 XP. A paid research is available for $2 that will give you 2 times Hatch Stardust, 1 Star Piece, and 2 Super Incubators and more. If you got the couple bucks to spare, and you like Munchlax, which I think most people do, the price is definitely worth what you're getting for it. The 2 super incubators and all that, it's definitely worth the value there. They're also adding an extended bonus for the first time, I believe, that I can remember, which is half hatch distance starting on Thursday the 7th and lasts until the end of this event. And this is by far one of the nicest things that Scopely has done for us, since we cannot delete eggs still, but they are giving us a great opportunity to clear out your other eggs before this event, which I really love. So as you clear out those, try to not spin Pokestops or especially open gifts for those 7-kilometer eggs before the event starts. Sunday, August 10th, from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m., we will have Origin Raid Day featuring Origin, Dialga, and Palkia. They will have a chance to know their featured attacks of Roar of Time and Spatial Rend, which if you do not know, these are, and the real quick gist of it is that Roar of Time can freeze your timer on items like Incense, Star Piece, things like that, and makes them last longer. And Spatial Rend doubles your field of vision when it comes to seeing nearby Pokemon. Both of these have great traits, but both are expensive to use, so try your best to get extra candy, which we'll cover in a second. Now, event bonuses are going to include 5 additional raid passes from gyms for 6 total for the day, or 7 if you have one saved from Saturday. Increased chance for shiny Dialga and Palkia, and the remote raid limit will be increased to 20 starting Saturday at 2 p.m. to Sunday 8 p.m. Pacific time. 1.5 times XP from raids, and increased chance to get Rare Candy XL from raids in person. So if you are remoting, that's great, but you definitely get a little bit of extra benefit for raiding in person. A $5 ticket is available that will give you 8 additional raid passes, bringing you up to 14 or 15 if you have one saved from the day before. 1 Rare Candy XL after catching is pretty much guaranteed. 3 times XP from raid battles, and 2 times Stardust from battles. I would normally say to skip the ticket. You guys know I'm not a big ticket guy, but for raid days, with the Pokemon that are featured and the bonuses you're given, I will say the value is really worth it. If you're going to get out there and you're going to do a ton of raids, and if you're going to wind up spending a ton of green raid passes anyway, you might as well buy the ticket and get the extra bonuses. Now, for Origin Form Dialga, things to know about it is that it has a hundo CP of 2337 non-weather boosted, and 2921 CP boosted in windy and snowy weather. This is because it is a Steel and Dragon type Pokemon, and that also means that it's weak to fighting and ground types. So bring 5 other trainers into this battle and bring these top counters. Mega counters I will cover, but I would rather see you use a Dragon Mega for extra candy. But if you're low on other trainers, bring Mega Lucario with Force Palm and Aura Sphere, Primal Groudon with Mudshot and Precipice Blades. Mega Garchomp is your best option for attacking and candy with Mudshot and Earth Power. Mega Heracross with Counter and Upper Hand, and Mega Blaziken with Counter and Focus Blast. Shadow counters will include Shadow Excadrill with Mudslap and Scorching Sands, Shadow Groudon with Mudshot and Precipice Blades, Shadow Conkeldurr with Counter and Dynamic Punch, Shadow Rhyperior with Mudslap and Earthquake, and Shadow Machamp with Counter and Dynamic Punch. Regular counters are going to include Lucario with Force Palm and Aura Sphere, Terrakion with Double Kick and Sacred Sword, Therian Form Landorus with Mudshot and Sandsear Storm, Keldeo with Low Kick and Sacred Sword, and Excadrill with Mudslap and Scorching Sands. For Origin Form Palkia, things to know are that it has a hundo CP of 2367 non-weather boost and 2958 weather boosted in windy and rainy weather. This is because it's a water and dragon type Pokemon, making it weak to dragon and fairy types. So mega counters will be Mega Rayquaza with Dragon Tail and Break and Swipe, Mega Garchomp, which is what I would suggest for Dialga as well, but with Dragon Tail and Outrage, so it has a different moveset, but definitely try to Mega that for that extra candy. Mega Gardevoir with Charm and Dazzling Gleam. Mega Salamence with Dragon Tail and Outrage, and Mega Latios with Dragon Breath and Dragon Claw. Shadow counters will include Shadow Palkia with Dragon Tail and Draco Meteor, Shadow Dialga with Dragon Breath and Draco Meteor, Shadow Salamence with Dragon Tail and Outrage, Shadow Dragonite with the same moveset, and Shadow Gardevoir with Charm and Dazzling Gleam. Regular counters are going to include the Origin Form Dialga with Dragon Breath and Roar of Time, Black Kyurem with Dragon Tail and Outrage, Rayquaza with Dragon Tail and Breaking Swipe, Crown Zacian with Metal Claw and Play Rough. You would have to give it an extra attack in order to get it to learn Play Rough if you're using this with Behemoth Blade, and Haxorus with Dragon Tail and Breaking Swipe. Now, please do yourself a favor before you start raiding and Mega Evolve a Dragon-type Pokemon for extra candy, so I really would suggest Mega Garchomp or Mega Rayquaza, and use Silver Pinette Berries when catching. Sunday night at 8 p.m., around 8 p.m., showcases should end, which my guess is they're either going to be for Munchlax or more likely Dialga and Palkia, so do your best on those, but set a timer. And hopefully this video helped, and if it did, stick around because we're going to be bringing weekly videos every week on quick rundowns of this, and we get a lot of Dynamax and Gigantamax content in there as well. I'm going to be trying to bring top counters for all Dynamax Pokemon, or especially the 5-star Dynamax Pokemon for the Max Finale week. And I'm definitely going to do just one video encompassing all of the top counters for every single Gigantamax Pokemon that you would face for that Max Finale event. I'm just going to consolidate and just give it to you, bing, bang, boom, one video, said and done. So stick around for that if you're interested, and if you are, subscribe so you get notified when those come out. But either way, get out there and enjoy the game by yourself or with your Poke fam and friends. I'll catch you next time.